Hello everyone, some of you have missed my voice, so here it is. Many of you have been wondering what happened, why all of a sudden all these changes on my channel, why I no longer reply to comments or answer your questions. In this video, I'm going to explain all of it. Okay, where do I even start? There's a lot to unpack here. I guess I'll start with this notion, this idea that many viewers have in regards to YouTubers, and specifically here in regards to crochet YouTubers. People have this belief that crochet YouTubers make tons of money, and that's just not true. I have made videos in the past, I have shared with you my struggles, I have shown the stats, I have shown you how little I actually make on my YouTube channel, despite the fact that my channel now has 150,000 subscribers. If it wasn't for my Etsy and Ravelry shops, I wouldn't be even running this channel. I need this channel so that I can sell my crochet patterns, so I can make a living, so I can pay my bills. Because of that, I have been putting a lot of work on my channel for free, just so that through this channel, people can find my pattern shops. I understand that purchasing a pattern is not a necessity, it is a luxury, and especially in these difficult economic times. I've never had a problem with people watching my tutorials for free and making projects from them. But what started happening recently is that people started going to my Etsy and Ravelry shops and leaving comments telling other people not to purchase my patterns, but simply watch my tutorials for free. And that is a terrible and cruel thing to do. If you've never purchased my patterns, if you only watched my tutorials for free, I don't hold it against you. But when you go to my shops, which took me a decade to build, and you tell other people not to buy my patterns, that's totally different. I can't even put in words how betrayed I feel. But this is not just about my hurt feelings. This is about you taking away from me a chance to provide for my 2 children and myself. I am a single mother of 2 boys. One of them has special needs. We are a low-income family, and we depend on the money I make from my crochet work. Like I said, I've been putting so much work into this channel, making my tutorials the best they can possibly be. You might only see a 10 or 15 minute long video, but you don't see the hours that went into creating it. Most of the viewers of my channel are native English speakers who take for granted their ability to speak the language effortlessly and smoothly. This is not the case for me. You don't see how many times I have to refilm just because I mispronounced a word or made a grammar mistake. You don't see all the time spent staring at the screen and editing out all those mistakes and mishaps. And to you it sounds as I speak perfect English, while in reality what you see is a highly polished version that took hours of work. And for years I've been trying to reply to your comments, to answer your questions, to help you figure out with how many chains to start your project, or how to adjust the pattern for a different item, or what yarn to substitute with. And again, all of this takes a lot of time. So now going back to the question, why all these changes on my channel? Because the time and the effort that I've been putting in my channel and the returns I've been getting simply don't match. It takes way more time to create a tutorial in which I talk through than the one where I simply put chain and stitch count titles. It takes a lot of time answering the comments. I also want to address the comments that $5 for a pattern is too expensive. When you purchase a $5 pattern from me, I don't get all the $5. There are fees to be paid to Etsy, as it is on their platform I sell my patterns. There are even more fees to be paid if they advertised my pattern. And there are also fees to be paid to the credit card companies or PayPal, depending on which method of payment a customer uses. Then on what I have left after all the fees, I also pay self-employment tax and income tax. And after all of that, there isn't much left from the original $5. And the rest of the story you know yourself. When I go to the store with whatever I have left to purchase the necessities such as a tube of toothpaste or a bar of soap or a pair of shoes for my child, I pay sales tax. And to get to the store, I need to drive a car. And to drive a car, I need to pay for that car. I need to pay for the registration on that car. I need to pay for insurance on that car. And when I buy gas for that car, there is the cost of gas, and there is again the sales tax. And it never ever ends. I don't even know why I'm telling you all of this. You know it yourself. You know how expensive it is just to stay alive nowadays. What I don't understand is why some of you think that somehow I am exempt from all of it, that high prices and inflation affect other people but not me. So you get upset with me for charging $5 for a pattern, which most of you don't even buy. You simply watch my videos for free. I know some of you watching have your own crochet channels, or perhaps you are thinking of starting one, and you think how wonderful it would be to do what you love most and actually make money from it. And yes, it sounds wonderful when you daydream about it. But let me tell you, if you want to make even minimal income from YouTube, you'll have to crochet till your eyes are bulging out, till your fingers are blue, and you've got carpal tunnel. Because YouTube is this huge, insatiable monster who needs to be fed constantly with new videos. And if it's only you doing everything, if you don't have a team, but you do it all yourself, crocheting, filming, editing, engaging with your audience, which by the way will constantly demand more and more of you and will not hesitate to let you know how your videos don't please them anymore, YouTube will crash you the way it crashed me. You know how when you are cooking and you need freshly pressed lemon juice, so you take a lemon and squeeze every single drop out of it and then you just discard it? That's how I feel at this point. I am that squeezed out lemon. I have no energy, no motivation to put all this work into my channel anymore. I am exhausted from my attempts to win over the algorithm. I am tired of begging people to like my videos, to leave me comments, to buy my patterns. And YouTube has changed. It's just not the same anymore. Everything now is driven by attention grabbing. It's not about the quality, it's not about the scale, it's not about human connection, but it's all about shock effect, clickbait, sensationalism, and thumbnails with exaggerated facial expressions and open mouths. I used to enjoy posting videos on YouTube. I used to enjoy connecting with other crocheters. I used to enjoy helping others with their crochet projects. Now my YouTube channel is a source of stress and anxiety, and I need to take a break. I don't know when and if at all I will come back to this channel. I really need to rethink my situation. Should I restructure my channel? Should I try to find ways to promote my work through venues other than YouTube? Should I start driving for Uber or explore other options for employment? There's a lot to figure out. I don't really want to end this video on a gloomy note, so I want to say thank you to those of you who have been supporting me and my channel throughout these past 5 years. I know who you are, I know your names, I always recognize them in the comments, I recognize them in the transaction records, in my shops or on my coffee page. I read the kind, warm, supportive notes you leave me. Also a huge thank you to the 6 people who have loyally supported me through the membership program on my channel. I'm really, really grateful. Thank you everyone, happy crocheting, and I'm signing out of YouTube.